OMG. Kudos heavy blackheart #Alex, and Ali got married. Ali Smith's baby revealed Amber 7 Little Johnstons. Before going any further, it is important to clarify that the headline is presented as a fan-style or speculative story rather than a confirmed announcement from the family or TLC. There is no reason to treat the claims about a marriage or baby as established fact unless Alex, Ali, Amber Johnston, or an official source confirms them. With that in mind, the imagined scenario gives fans plenty to discuss. Alex Johnston has grown up in front of viewers, and his journey has been one of the most interesting parts of 7 Little Johnstons. As he has become older, fans have naturally become curious about his future, relationships, career, and plans for adulthood. The idea of Alex getting married would therefore represent a major new chapter. Ali Smith would also become an important part of the Johnston family story in this scenario. Marriage is not simply about a beautiful celebration or a memorable announcement. It is about two people deciding to build a future together, support one another, and create a strong partnership. For a family like the Johnstons, such a milestone would likely bring excitement, emotion, and plenty of family conversations. Amber Johnston would undoubtedly be one of the most emotional people involved in such a celebration. As a mother, watching her children grow from young kids into independent adults has been a major part of the family's story. Seeing Alex potentially reach the point of marriage could be an unforgettable moment for her. Amber has always been portrayed as someone who cares deeply about her children's futures. If Alex were preparing for marriage, she might have many thoughts about the responsibilities that come with starting a family. She could also be excited about welcoming Ali into the Johnston family in an even more permanent way. Then comes the biggest question surrounding this headline: Ali Smith's baby reveal. A baby announcement would completely change the story and create another enormous family milestone. However, there is currently no basis for presenting a pregnancy or baby as confirmed simply because it appears in a headline. Fans should separate online speculation from verified information. Still, imagining how the Johnston family might respond makes the scenario fascinating. A new baby would mean a new generation entering the family, and Amber could potentially become a grandmother if the circumstances were ever confirmed. That would be an especially emotional transition because viewers have watched Amber raise her children for years. For Alex and Ali, welcoming a baby would also mean taking on an entirely new level of responsibility. Marriage already represents a major commitment, while parenthood brings another set of challenges, decisions, and unforgettable memories. If both milestones happened around the same period, it would certainly become one of the biggest chapters in their lives. The wedding itself would also be a major topic among fans. Supporters would likely wonder about the ceremony, the guest list, the outfits, the family speeches, and the emotional reactions. The Johnston family has always had a unique personality, so any wedding involving Alex would likely include plenty of family humor and heartfelt moments. One of the most meaningful parts could be the relationship between Alex and his siblings. Watching a brother get married can be emotional for the entire family. His siblings could have their own reactions, memories, jokes, and advice. Even the smallest family moments could become memorable because the wedding would represent the transition from childhood memories to adult responsibilities. For Ali, becoming connected to the Johnston family through marriage would also be a significant change. She would not simply be joining Alex's life, she would become part of a family that has shared many years of experiences publicly. That could bring both excitement and pressure. Fans should also remember that reality television does not always show every part of someone's private life. People can experience major personal milestones away from cameras, and online discussions can sometimes turn rumors into statements that sound official. That is why responsible viewers should wait for direct confirmation before believing major claims about marriage, pregnancy, or children. Nevertheless, the emotional appeal of this story is easy to understand. Fans have watched Alex grow up, and seeing him potentially enter a new stage of adulthood would naturally create strong reactions. For long-time viewers, it could feel like watching someone they have known for years begin a completely different chapter. If a marriage announcement were ever confirmed, Amber's reaction would likely be one of the moments fans would most want to see. Parents often experience mixed emotions when their children marry. There can be happiness, pride, excitement, nostalgia, and even a little sadness, because another chapter of childhood has officially ended. And if a baby announcement were ever confirmed as well, the family celebration could become even bigger. A new baby can bring relatives together and create a completely different family dynamic. For the Johnstons, it would introduce new traditions, new responsibilities, and countless opportunities for memorable family moments. Ultimately, the most important part of this story is not the luxury, the headlines, or the speculation. It is the idea of family, love, growth, and moving forward. Alex and Ali's future belongs to them, and whatever decisions they make should be respected as their personal choices. For now, fans can enjoy the excitement surrounding the possibility, while remembering that online headlines are not the same as official confirmation. If Alex, Ali, Amber, or TLC eventually makes a verified announcement about marriage or a baby, that would be the moment to celebrate the news as fact. Until then, the imagined scenario remains a fun topic for viewers who have followed the Johnston family for years. From childhood adventures to adulthood milestones, 7 Little Johnstons has always been about watching a family grow and change. Alex potentially getting married would mark another major step in that journey. And the possibility of a baby would make the story even more emotional and exciting. Whether this headline becomes reality or remains fan speculation, one thing is certain: viewers continue to care deeply about the Johnston family and the futures of the people they have watched grow up on television. The next chapter for Alex and Ali, whenever they choose to share it, could become one of their most memorable yet. Their family vacation ends before it even begins. 7 Little Johnstons S1E4, 5, 6 TLC India. The Johnston family is known for turning everyday moments into unforgettable television, but their family vacation takes an unexpected turn before the trip even has a chance to properly begin. In Season 1, Episodes 4, 5, and 6 of 7 Little Johnstons, viewers get a closer look at the challenges, personalities, disagreements, and emotional moments that make this family so unique. The story begins with excitement surrounding the family's plans. Like many families, the Johnstons hope that a vacation will give everyone an opportunity to relax, spend quality time together, and create positive memories. However, bringing a large family together is never simple. Different personalities, different expectations, and different ideas about how the trip should go quickly create tension. Amber and Trent Johnston are responsible for keeping the family organized, but managing several children with different opinions is a difficult task. Everyone wants to have fun, yet not everyone agrees about what that fun should look like. The excitement surrounding the vacation slowly becomes mixed with frustration as plans become harder to manage. One of the biggest challenges for the family is learning how to compromise. A vacation may sound simple when it is being planned, but once everyone is together, even small disagreements can become major sources of stress. The Johnston children each have their own personalities, and their reactions to family rules and responsibilities often create memorable moments. The early episodes also show how Trent and Amber approach parenting. They want their children to become independent, responsible, and confident, but they also understand that growing up requires learning from mistakes. Their parenting style sometimes creates disagreements, especially when the children feel that their parents are being too strict. As the family prepares for their vacation, expectations continue to rise. Everyone wants the trip to be successful, but the pressure of making everything work becomes noticeable. Instead of simply enjoying the moment, family members have to deal with schedules, responsibilities, and each other's reactions. This is where the title, "Their Family Vacation Ends Before It Even Begins," captures the tension surrounding the storyline. What should have been a straightforward family getaway becomes much more complicated. The younger members of the family are still learning how to express themselves, while the older children are beginning to seek more independence. This creates an interesting dynamic, because Trent and Amber have to balance the needs of children, who are at very different stages of life. The episodes also highlight the importance of communication. When family members fail to communicate clearly, misunderstandings can quickly develop. A simple disagreement about plans can become something much bigger when everyone is already frustrated. For Amber and Trent, these moments are also opportunities to teach their children about responsibility and respect. They want their kids to understand that being part of a family means considering other people's feelings and needs. At the same time, the parents have to recognize that their children are growing and developing their own opinions. What makes these episodes interesting is that the conflict does not necessarily come from one major event. Instead, it develops through a series of small moments. That is often what makes family reality television relatable. Viewers can recognize the same kinds of disagreements that happen in their own families. The vacation storyline therefore becomes more than just a travel story. It becomes an examination of how the Johnston family handles pressure. When plans do not go according to expectations, their personalities become even more visible. The children also learn that having fun sometimes requires patience. Not everyone can get exactly what they want, and family activities often require compromise. These lessons may seem simple, but they become important as the Johnston children grow older. At the same time, the family's sense of humor helps keep difficult moments from becoming overwhelming. Even when tension is present, there are moments that remind viewers why the family has such a strong connection. Their ability to laugh, recover, and continue spending time together is an important part of their story. Season 1 episodes 4, 5, and 6 also help establish the foundation for the Johnston family's journey on television. Viewers begin to understand the personalities of the family members and the challenges they face as a large family. Rather than presenting family life as perfect, the show demonstrates that disagreements are normal. What matters is how people respond to those disagreements. The Johnstons are not always able to solve every problem immediately, but they continue learning from one another. The vacation may not unfold exactly as everyone expected, but the experience becomes another chapter in the family's story. Sometimes, the most memorable family moments are not the ones that go perfectly. They are the moments when plans change, emotions rise, and everyone has to work together to move forward. For fans watching these episodes, the biggest takeaway is that the Johnston family is built around more than vacations, activities, or television cameras. Their story is about family relationships, parenting, independence, growing up, and learning how to deal with life's unexpected challenges. The Johnston children are each developing their own identities, while Trent and Amber continue adapting as parents. Their family life demonstrates how difficult it can be to balance individual needs with the needs of an entire household. Ultimately, the vacation storyline becomes a reminder that family adventures do not always begin with perfect plans. Sometimes, the unexpected problems become the moments people remember the most. Season 1 episodes 4, 5, and 6 give viewers an entertaining and emotional look at the Johnston family as they navigate disagreements, expectations, and the realities of spending time together. While the vacation may appear to be heading toward disappointment, the family's ability to stay connected remains at the center of the story. The Johnston family continues to prove that real family life is complicated. There are arguments, frustrations, laughter, lessons, and unforgettable memories. And sometimes, even when a family vacation seems to end before it begins, the experience itself can bring everyone closer and teach valuable lessons.